Hello friends. So today's agenda is to discuss about the TypeScript, right? So today we will discuss the first of all the introduction of TypeScript, then the features and the need of TypeScript. After that we will see the installation and environment setup process for TypeScript, and at last we will write an hello world program in TypeScript, right? So let's start with that. So first of all, the introduction, right? So as we can see here, TypeScript is an object-oriented, typed and compiled programming language, as similar Java and C Sharp, which generates equivalent JavaScript, right? So actually, TypeScript is an object-oriented programming, similar like Java and C Sharp. The difference is that it compiles the program and it will generate the equivalent JavaScript file. So basically it is also a JavaScript. It is similar, or we can say it's a subset of JavaScript. So it is basically for the developers who knows the object oriented programming, um, like C Sharp and Java, but they are not familiar with the JavaScript programming syntax, because we can see the JavaScript is not an object oriented programming, but we can use in or JavaScript is an prototypal object oriented manner. We can write there is just functions and objects. There is no class keyword, there is no private protected public keyword, there is no compilation process, there is no type checking, there it is not typed language, right? So it is in these manners it is where it is various differences between the JavaScript and an object oriented programming language. So uh, to remove or to achieve these object oriented concepts, programming concepts, TypeScript introduces, right? So it enables us to and write a program in an object oriented manner, and after that it will convert into the JavaScript. So we can say TypeScript itself a JavaScript. So while writing a TypeScript program, you can write a JavaScript program as well. You can use JavaScript syntax as well. So it allows both the JavaScript syntax as well as the object oriented syntax, right? So or we can say TypeScript is an extended version of JavaScript with some features and tools. So these features we will discuss later. So what are the features of TypeScript over the JavaScript? Compilation, right? JavaScript is not a compiled language, it is interpreted language, but TypeScript is a compiled language, right? It compiles our TypeScript program and will generate equivalent JavaScript program. Now the strongly typed language. So TypeScript is an strongly typed language over JavaScript. The JavaScript is not strongly typed because there is no type kind of string number. There is no int float kind of. It is not strongly typed. We can save any kind of any kind of values into a single var keyword. But TypeScript is a strongly typed. Now, object-oriented programming language. TypeScript is a proper traditional object-oriented programming language. We can write we can write program in a proper object-oriented manner. So it introduces the class keyword, private keyword, protected keyword, public, the types. For example, it also check the type checking, whether you are assigning a proper typed value or not. Okay, so now let's move. See, so the TypeScript program file extensions are .ts. So we write program in TypeScript in .ts file. After that, the TypeScript compiler, okay, which is denoted as TSC, will compile the TypeScript program and will generate the equivalent JavaScript files. Now we move to installation process, right? To install TypeScript locally in your machine, so you need to install first in Node.js. So you can download the Node.js from the nodejs.org website, as we can see, right? So we can download the latest version. Okay, so after downloading the setup, we can install Node.js, right? After that, we can check if Node.js is installed or not. To check, we can run the command node hyphen v, right? So it will print the installed version of Node.js. So as we can see here in my system, the installed version is 6.9.5. It means the Node.js is installed completely. So okay, if Node.js is installed, the next step is to install TypeScript, right? So Node.js itself installs the some node npm modules, which is called node package manager. So using this npm, we can install other JavaScript libraries. Npm module allows us to do this. So once Node.js is installed, now we have to run npm install -g TypeScript. After run this command, it will install TypeScript globally, right? So once TypeScript the installation is completed, just restart your machine and your environment is set up now. So now time to write a program in TypeScript. Okay, so as we can see here, I have created a file named main.ts. So here we will write a TypeScript program. Okay, so as we discussed that TypeScript allows us to write a proper program, object-oriented program. So it there is a class keyword, right? Class, which denotes that we are going to create a class. Now the name of the class, employee. Okay, so it is a basic syntax of creating a class by using the class keyword and the name of the class. Now we will define the class, the other members of the class, right? So first of all, we will define the properties. Okay, so now we are defining some properties, right? So as similar as the other object-oriented languages like C# and Java, TypeScript allows us to declare or define whether the properties or attributes are private, public, or protected. So we can define here. So for example, I am defining a private property, say emp id. Okay, so as so in TypeScript we can define the type of the variables. Okay, so let's say I am defining here the type of emp id is string. Okay, so as we can see, to define the type, what we need to do, the variable name, colon, and the type, so which is the basic syntax here. Variable name, colon, and the type. Okay, it is a basic syntax to define a variable in TypeScript. So here I have defined a property, a private property, empid, which is string type. Okay, now I am defining a public property or a first name, which is also a string type, as similar last name, which is also a string type. Alright, now I am defining the constructor of the class. So to define a constructor, there is a keyword constructor that we need to use. So constructor is a function. Okay, if we have to pass any attributes, then we can pass here as well. For example, I want to pass employee ID, so we can write the argument in empid and type of the argument, right? And the second parameter will be first name, and the type of first name is string, right? And the second parameter, third parameter is last name, and the type of last name is also string. Now the definition we can write here. So we will assign these passed values to the class properties. So we can use this keyword to access the class attributes empid, right? empid. Now this dot first name, this dot last name and last name. Alright, so now we have created our constructor for employee class. Now we will also define some methods, right? For example, I want to define a public method,